Where we posted every Friday. See them corn emojis, then you know a nigga wildin'. Jaded Gemini till the day I die. And I'ma talk my shit, but I don't play both sides. So
by saying what I hope would be obvious. This is Shan's show.
Yeah, it is.
Shan, we are talking about Shan's guest. We are not talking about Shan. Yeah, okay. Shan is literally hosting this conversation and allowing this conversation to be held. Yeah. This isn't a drag Shan video for anybody.
I'm not trying to drag nobody.
Yeah, although nobody's dragging anybody, but I know. But I know that when you see your favorite creator in something, you get like this little blip of like, oh no, like, because I'm not gonna lie, I did too. I was like, no, not Shan. What the fuck going on now?
Y'all. Don't unsubscribe yet, bro. Hear us out now. Hear us out now. Just chill. Just chill. Don't hit that button quite yet. Now.
Quite yet. Hear us out. Chill. Hear us out. So
hold it down.
Shan is interviewing this influencer who goes by Watch Jazzy. Watch Jazzy does, like, from what I've seen, commentary videos, like car Jazzy, rants, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And this interview that she had on Shan's channel went viral on Twitter and TikTok. And that's when I knew, like, we need to talk about this. We have to, because very rarely does a conversation bleed into the platforms. You get what I'm saying?
Whoever put this in the thing. I forgot who put. Then somebody dropped this though, right?
Yeah, I think someone did actually. Shout out to the Patreon that put this in the suggestion. If y'all want to put in suggestions for what we talk about on here, join the second tier on the Patreon.
Yeah, bro. But this shit is crazy though.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
I didn't expect the answers. I ain't gonna lie.
This is them basically talking about relationship dynamics. Her relationship. If you guys don't know, she is in a relationship with Cam Newton, the football player.
Right. I didn't know that at first.
I did not know that either. And the thing she's about to say, we're going to get into Cam Newton's past and everything. I know some of y'all are like clutching your freaking, oh my God, what the, out of all men. Because if you've heard this video, you know this is about to get real deep. I was not expecting it to be about Cam Newton, the football player. The nigga with the hats.
Yeah.
With the ex-wife and the babies.
Man, a lot of dudes got that, bro. But honestly, the thing that was throwing me was that the people title videos, and we're probably going to do it just to prove a point here, but when you put the submissive word in the title of the video, something happens there. I don't know what it is, bro, but it's like that gasolina to the match, bro.
Shan titled it, I baby my man, and it works for us.
Nah, see, and honestly, the TikTok title that would, like, because the video that's actually going viral about this has a way
the
more
people that are pushing
title.
this, like on Twitter is, because Twitter is its own culture, and that's why I said it's really rare when stuff bleeds over, because Twitter is coming at it from some high value woman, low value man, submissive, masculine, feminine type of perspective, whereas TikTok is coming from, bitch, wasn't you on here posting content telling us to not do the shit that you on this big platform telling people to do? And even, and this is why I fuck with Shan and why I say she has a lot of integrity as an interviewer. She flat out was just like, bro, I wasn't even expecting you to be on this type of time. Like, listen to this shit.
Interesting to me. So you know why? Because
because she's like, hold on.
I know of you is you've always been a hustler. You've always been a boss. You constantly reinvent yourself. So that's what I said. My first and foremost comment to you was I've known about you for over a decade now.
Oh, thank you.
That to be said, my perception of you has been like career oriented, me first, not in a negative way, but like kind of like the person who's like, I'm no good to you if I'm not good to me.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that, me first. I'm not even like that. I think that it seems like that because of how I hustle, but even when I hustle, it's not even for me.
All right, so let's bring it back to the basics. What is the art of being submissive?
First step is get with somebody who wants what you have to offer. I think love and submission is a tailored fit. not a one size fits all. So I can only tell you what it means to me. Now for me, it's complete selflessness. I am satisfied in serving.
That sounds like subservience, not submissiveness. But I guess really that's synonymous to some people. But she did say, this is what this means to me.
Right.
And I didn't hear that the first time, so at the very least, I'll give her the credit where I can't say shit if that's what that means to you. But I see why your girl didn't even title the video. Shan didn't even title the video that, because that's not what this is, I don't think.
No.
This is something totally different. But what
and then, you know, Shan got, like, medical background with, like, you know, sex therapy, all that stuff. So it's like,
you don't want to delve too
you don't want to say, like, this is the blueprint for being a submissive, because you also know, like, there's other communities that being a submissive is considered a different thing. And being a dom is considered a different thing. So, like, you really don't want to title it. Like, I feel like she titled that good, too. But I just wanted to show you guys, this TikToker is the Queen Stunner. Give her cred. And she posted how old girl used to be, and why Shan was like, I was really surprised that you're even on here talking like this.
And you know what's crazy, y'all? If you're ever wondering, like, what gets somebody from A to B? Because that's sometimes people don't like to get into what got the segue going. It's gonna be said, and when you see it, put it in the chat when you hear what gets you from A to B, what takes you from what you're about to see to what you just saw.
Pick-me's are women who try to do everything right just so a man can choose me. Yeah, cut that shit out. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want. But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that shit like, oh, I'm just a nice person, I'm genuinely like that. Well, bitch, you gonna genuinely get played. Yep.
Okay, so I just want y'all to hear that from...
She sounds like she knows the game and how it go.
But that's what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say, y'all, I really feel like she's just playing dumb at this point, and she's just thinking that this is the price. Honestly, I feel like she gave up, and it's like, this is just how niggas are, and if I'm going to deal with it, at least I'm going to deal with it with a fucking ball player with bread. That's the vibe I'm getting, and it's giving just defeated, and it makes me feel bad. It just makes me feel bad for her, you know? Like,
you got to get the one that not only that makes you conform your ideals, but also the one that goes against everything you were just preaching. Because, bro, because niggas gonna do what they do, whatever, bro, and who am I to talk? But at the same time, bro, if you gonna try to point people in the right direction, bro, I'm gonna need you to keep your feet pointed in the right direction.
So apparently, speaking of being in the right direction, that was yesterday. This is her today.
I'm a servant, and I watched my mother serve all my life. You know, and it was rain, sleet, or slow. I think we talked about this on the phone.
Rain, sleet, or slow. You have
my mother's love rain, sleet, or slow.
Rain, sleet, or slow.
It's not my responsibility, but
it's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Like every night, like clockwork. I scratch this man's back to sleep. And
I want y'all to imagine everything she's saying as if you have a toddler, and then being and replacing everything she's saying with, like, talking about a toddler. Like, girl, are you raising a child? What is happening right here? Like, I feel bad, because usually when people have dramatic shifts in moral views like that, you either were faking the funk the whole time, or something really bad happened that broke you, that made you give up. Like, you
know when he's asleep, because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your right.
That's what I was saying, though. There's a big difference between, because women do have power. Believe it or not, I thought this whole argument was going to be a better had argument for people, because, you know, there's two sides to every coin, and the other side to the quote-unquote manosphere is the woman does have the power. And I was going to say something different, but respectfully so, right? Because there's something called seduction that's way better than being, you know, submissive when it comes to playing chess in the long term.
I'm about to break the fourth wall kind of early. I'm about to break the fourth wall. I'm about to break it really fucking early. All this shit is an investment.
True.
And that's why when you break shit down, like with P Valley, if y'all watch that show, Mercedes called the wife a hoe. We all a hoe to something. You get what I'm saying? Bruh.
Wait, whoa.
Bruh, look. Bruh, look. I'm just
Whoa.
saying, bro, like, this shit here, it's all about an investment. So you're doing this. Look, you rubbing his back till he fall asleep. You cooking him meals and like all this shit or whatever. What do you expect out of it? Okay, Mr. Ernest, he want to take your young ass out to dinner and buy you a Louboutin and a Gucci. What does he expect out of it? Life is all about the push and pull of life. You get the dance. You get what I'm saying? It's all about the dance. So what are you getting out of it? Because we know your nigga. We know who your dude is, and he ain't worth it. Because during the pandemic, he just had a pandemic baby on his wife. And then let's not even talk about that. Let's just talk about how this man moving in public real quick. He was just on a shit with Brittany Renner. Googly eyeing this bit. Talking about, and bro, I love Brittany Renner. Nadja, me personally, simps for Brittany Renner. I think that is one bad bitch. I think she's very educated. She's my favorite hoe. Fucking, bro, she is my favorite.
My favorite hoe too.
She is my favorite OnlyFans girl. She is my favorite. But this man literally on here in February, not even like, bro, this year, googly eyeing, telling Brittany Renner that it's okay for men to cheat because he got money.
And by the way, yeah, see, you're right, bro.
There's relationships out here that's thriving, that's booming.
But there's honesty. Cheating?
Oh yeah, I forgot. He also tried to say that there's a lot of thriving poly relationships, and if y'all know, Shan is poly, so this is also kind of just disrespectful.
There's relationships out here that's thriving, that's booming.
But there's honesty. Cheating and being a polygamous or polyamory relationship, there's transparency. That's the difference that we're talking about. So you would tell, how many daughters do you have? Okay, so you would tell them to just polish him off a little bit. He's just a little bit of a cheater. Stay with him. That's it. Would you tell your daughters that? I want you to look at one of these cameras and say you would tell your daughters to accept that shit.
I'm not saying this.
No, but that's what you're saying. Can he say it?
I'll be like, hey, bro, I love your voice,
I'm not telling
bro.
my son that you can cheat on a woman and that a woman that you claim you love and that's okay just because you're a high value man. You have a lot of money. Like a lot of women will want to be with you. That's not okay.
And that's how a lot of girls operate, unfortunately, with they ain't shit ass sons. But I digress.
You know what's crazy though, Naj? For some people, bro, they don't want the end bag. They just want a nigga that they can claim for real. So they're gonna do all that shit old girl was just talking, and they're gonna deal with all that shit Brittany Renner was just talking about. They're just gonna do it just because that's the nature of the beast, and that's where their goal's set.
And that's why she said, "Is that acceptable for your daughters, though? Is this something we want to continue?"
Of course not.
And he couldn't even say that shit.
The goalpost is moved for his people. Of course it is. And at the very least, and this is what I hope a lot of people would do, is if your daddy is a player, bro, you should definitely be able to see that coming from a mile away, bro. You should know the game and how it goes.
And by the way, y'all, in case y'all didn't know, this happened.
Who's Brittany Renner's pops? I bet he be macking bitches left and right.
He said he made a humanistic mistake by having a baby on his longtime wife and ex-girlfriend. A humanistic mistake.
That's real PR out, bro. I like it.
Being the person who I am, nobody will ever speak on it, because we got a lot of people who are in high power still make humanistic mistakes. And I can honestly say I made a humanistic mistake.
Was that T.I., bro?
He said, I made a humanistic mistake.
Was that
And this happened like within the past 2 years, and this girl over here done dropped her whole identity. This man was being goo gaga. Y'all need to watch this interview. He talking about, girl, I am scared of you because you is the type that you just gonna tell, like, you so attractive, like, and I'm like, bro, chill. You supposed to be with her. She rubbing your back till you fall asleep. Like, what the fuck?
And my thing is, though, I do think that there's nothing wrong with that, but you better do it for the right person if you're going to go that route.
And that's what I was talking about with the investment. And a lot of people in the chat were saying a woman making an investment don't sit right with me. And the reason why I don't sit right with you is because it's not supposed to be as traumatic if it's worth the right person. And I'm sure any woman out there will tell you, I am willing to submit to a worthy leader of a person, whether that's a man, a woman, whoever you're attracted to. You need to be a worthy leader. I'm not about to follow your ass off a fucking cliff into the ditch, bitch. I'm not about to do it when I got the right of mind to build a fucking bridge. But I'm going to play dumb because you don't know how to fucking do it? No. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, but girl, you over here rubbing a nigga's back. You doing the investment, rubbing a nigga's back, doing all this dumb shit. And he over here googly-eyeing over Brittany Renner, just had a baby 2 years ago. He's probably still legally married. Like, bruh, this too much. And then joking about poly relationships. I'm sorry I'm going off, but I'm like,
no,
I feel so bad because I'm seeing this person. Like, this person has so much passion.
Bruh,
what the fuck happened to you?
Money.
Like, damn.
Money gets money. That's what money does to these bitches, bro. Look at it. Look at it. It's right there, bro.
Right. Kiki said they be right submitting there to the bands. Damn, bro.
Like that Atlanta episode. She out here eating hands.
Pissing on niggas.
Hey, look here.
Allegedly. Sorry. Not trying to say.
I mean, it's a metaphor, bro.
Yeah, it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor, just like selling your soul is a metaphor. But how can you even sell your soul? You ain't got a soul to sell. Like, real shit, bro. Real talk. At the end of the day, she kind of made her bed in this one. She shouldn't have really did this interview. But at the same time, seduction is way better than submissive-ness if you're really trying to play this out.
You know who does seduction well if you want to watch? Lori Harvey. If you don't want to look at, because I noticed you said strippers. I feel like that is such an easy...
No, they got it, though.
No, I feel like that's an easy guess because with our society, that's what we associate seduction with.
Can I say this?
I associate seduction with, like...
They sell sex, but they're not supposed to give it. A good stripper would never...
Yeah, it's all about a tease. Exactly. So I was thinking about all the teases that I know in today's society that aren't sex workers type of thing. Because I feel like we're going to talk about this on the pod if y'all want to watch it on our Patreon. We're going to be talking about a YouTuber that lied about being a sex worker and just showing how, like, you could try to mimic seduction and how it could be dangerous. Like, it could really put you, bitch, it ain't you. It
will be dangerous.
Like, it ain't you. You're going to get cased up. You're going to get hurt. Like,
you're going to get other people in dangerous situations because when people see something, especially if it's something to be looked up upon, bro, you're going to try to emulate it in some type of way. And if that's being a 304, 305, bro, that's your ass, bro. If you really ain't built for it or you got the wrong person trying to tell you the game and you using it like law.
Mm-hmm. And long story short, she basically just says she does this because of the money.
Man, she need to go on the Shark Tank.
And it shouldn't be
she need to go on the
Shark Tank. Part of that lack of conditions, too, means that you do your duty joyfully regardless of what's being done for you.
That's it. I do my duty joyfully regardless of what is happening.
She said that with such conviction.
Girl, what are you talking about? So you're getting no return from your investment. So you're literally emptying your bank. For what?
For me. You know, now some days I might be more cheerful than others because I have my own stuff going on. You know, when there's times where it's like, I don't even want to say what's going on with me because, again, I know...
Mommy has stuff going on, okay? You can't be an adult business. And sometimes I have stuff going on with me that you don't understand, okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to end this here. But that's what I'm saying. She's way smarter than her mark. I know she is way smarter than her mark. But it just pains me to see people... And I hate using these terms, but I'm going to use them so that the people that are looking up this topic know what I'm talking about. It pains me when I see women lose their balance of masculine and feminine and dive so hard into their masculine energy. But they don't see it that way because they're doing it in I like to call it the Kardashian masculine. Bitch, you're a nigga, bro. You're being the guy. Okay. You're being the guy. To the point where your man, he has no space. He can't even do shit. You're the guy. You're feeding y'all. You figuring out what they're wearing. You rubbing his back. You picking his bedtime. You listening to his heart rate. You know his diet. You know his poop schedule. You know his job. So you know his work schedule. Like there is no room for him to even be a man, bro.
You think that she knows about the bitches?
Bruh.
You know all that. You know about the bitches. You know about Magic City Mondays, bitch.
She probably do.
She better.
But even when she said in the beginning, and I'm not trying to dive too deep because I know Shan, she a therapist and shit, but the fact that she even said her mom was this way. Her mom always fucking slaved for niggas, bro. Now you saying you this way because your mom is
rain, sleet, and slow.
Right, rain, sleet, and slow. Your mom was doing shit for niggas. And now you here, bro. And bro, I'm not trying to pick on you, bro. I'm really not.
Fuck it.
I'm just saying, like, that shit is sad. Like, I really feel like something happened, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
I am, because you was just like 12 months ago. Just a long time. Hey, what is it? Once upon a time, they tried to...
Years ago, they tried to...
Years ago, they tried to...
I don't know what happened, bro.
You just was enlightened, and now you just took 10 steps back.
But yeah, there's no room for Cam Newton to even do shit. He don't even need to hire a chef no more.
You could have said
my chef. I fired... You saving him a bill.
Bro.
He said, I'm about to fire the masseuse. I'm about to fire the chef. I'm about to fire the maid. Like, what do I even need? Like, what the fuck? And if you think he's not fucking on other bitches, you're crazy. If anything, you're just the most convenient. Like, that shit is crazy. Bruh, and I feel so bad because she is so beautiful, bro. Like,
she really is.
Why the fuck?
Like Maya.
And then you did a ball player, bro. All they do is cheat. If they have a ball in their hand, they're cheating. Basketball, football.
Okay. Remember when I said
volleyball?
Seduction over submission if you really trying to be a maid bitch? Because if you're fucking with a ball player, why would you want to be the one that's about to be doing all that extra shit when you know there's always going to be that person that's going to do that and you have already got your spot, bro? You supposed to be trying to elevate, bro, not...
Bro, she needs to be there for a good time and not a long one. Bro. That's not the one for sure. Yeah. Because it's going to be you next. Like, all jokes aside, if you're really serious about getting with Cam Newton, you're going to be next. He just showed patterns not even 2 years ago. Like, bruh, and honestly, like, bruh, he has a 2-year-old. Like, come on now, bro. Like.
She talking like she fucking with Elon Musk.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, damn.
Or a nigga that don't be
Shout out to Shan for the video. Let me know what y'all think. Let us know what y'all think.
Is you looking for a nigga?
Not the.